Hey, this is George back with the New Hunter's Guide. Today I want to do a review on this pair of Arctic Pro Muck boots. Now these are not a first season boot for a brand new hunter. My first season I hunted in tennis shoes and then got some better boots and then eventually moved my way up to the point where I wanted to invest in something really good. But every hunter needs good footwear. So you're probably not going to get something like this your first season, but eventually you're going to need, or you're going to really crave some good footwear, and I think footwear is one of the best places to invest. Now, disclaimer, this review is not sponsored. Muck doesn't know I exist. I bought these boots with my own money after I did my own research. So let's jump right into it. Number one, warmth. Are these boots warm? Well, Muck has them rated as the warmest boot that they make. They've got all sorts of layers of neoprene, 7 layers of neoprene and stuff all around the foot and the sole and different materials. And I could have looked it all up for you, but it's just all sorts of gobbledygook, whatever it means. The bottom line is, are they warm? They're very warm, super warm. That said, they're not magical. Okay, sitting in a stand when it's 15 degrees for 8 hours without moving, your feet are still going to get cold. At least mine do. In fact, the number one reason I bought these boots is because I hate the cold. I hate it. I love hunting in the cold. I hate being cold. So I wanted to get the warmest boot I could find. It had the most versatility, and these are the ones that I settled on. But what I'll do is I'll take some hand warmers, and I'll literally tape the hand warmers to the top of my toes, slide my toes into this boot, and then I could sit there indefinitely in that condition. So they're very warm. They're not magical, but they are super warm. Number two, fit. How do these things fit? I typically wear a 10.5. For boots, I wear an 11 or a 12. I got this in a size 11. They fit phenomenal. Okay, plenty of room in there for super heavy duty socks. Plenty of room in there to put a toe warmer or a hand warmer or toe warmer on top of your foot in order to keep you warm. Good space, good room. Number three, comfort. Are they comfortable? So I'm going to be honest with you. When I first tried them on, I thought, it's okay. It's not bad. They're all right. Good enough for what I need. But after I got used to them, and they are a bit big. I mean, they're bulky. They're a thick boot. They're the coldest weather boot that they make. They have some bulk to them. And I didn't love that. But once I started wearing them, I didn't just get used to them. Like, they molded to my foot. They conformed to my foot. After the first couple treks out into the woods, they were super comfy. So comfy, I began to do things with them that I never thought I would do. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But are they comfortable? Real comfortable. You can walk miles in these. I walked till I was ready to drop in these boots, and my feet were fine. It was the rest of me that ran out of power. These things wear better than the hiking boots that I've been wearing. They're a little heavier, but they're better on your foot, less blisters, less everything. So great in that regard. Number four, waterproof. Are these things waterproof? I found them to be 100% waterproof. Now, I've hunted with these for a couple seasons. I've had them for a couple seasons. I've hunted heavy in deer season. I hunted real heavy in waterfowl season. Scouting, hunting, everything. I mean, I got to the point where the water was up to here and literally all but spilled in. And not one drop of water ever came through this boot or threatened to. That said, if somehow you manage to puncture them, I bet you could get some 3M, marine adhesive seal, 4000 UV. You could plug that right up, no problem at all. So are they comfortable and waterproof? Absolutely. What's the price on these? Everyone needs to know. So this boot typically runs anywhere between $170 and $200. Now, I didn't pay that. I got them on sale for more like the $130, $140 range. Is this boot worth $200? I don't know. I'm not sure. Depends on who you are. Is it worth $135? Absolutely. I don't know that you could get something that's much better at that price range, no matter where you look. Do your feet get wet inside? Number 6. People want to know that. It's a rubber boot down here with a neoprene upper. 100% airproof. Do your feet get wet? My feet never got significantly wet. They never did. Supposedly, Muck has designed this thing so this rim right around the top magically somehow pulls all the moisture from your foot and everything else that's in here through the top of the boot and then out this little rim around the top. Now, I find that hard to believe. I don't know if that really happens or not. Did that happen for me? I don't know, but I know this, my feet never really got that wet in these. Unless I had water spill over the top. And even then, soaking wet feet, I'd wear wool socks. And once the boots warmed up, I was still okay for the rest of the day, even with my feet wet in these. So I didn't have a problem with that either way. Number 7, they're easy, super easy, too easy. You slide this thing right up on your foot. It takes 3 seconds to put on. These boots change the way that I hunt. They change the way I go into the woods. Now, I'm sure any boot of similar design, whether it's the Muck Arctic Pro or not, is going to do that. I've been using lace-up boots, the kind you lace all the way up to here, and then, your fingers hurt, and if you've got to unlace them for any reason and do them again, you feel it. And that takes you 5-10 minutes, and these slip right on and off. I'll wear a pair of slip-on shoes in the car. I get to where I'm going. I can drive in these, but I prefer not to because they're so bulky. I don't feel like I can mash the brake if I really need to without hitting the gas by accident. But I have driven in them. You can. But I just wear a pair of slip-on shoes, get to where I'm going. Those off, these on in 5 seconds. Done. Amazing. In fact, they're so easy. I did something with these that I never thought I would do, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But before I get on to that, I would encourage you guys, please hit that thumbs up button, hit the like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe, leave a comment. What kind of boots are you using? What kind of boots are your favorite kind of boots? And what kind of boots would you like to hear me talk about in the future? Every like, every subscribe, every comment really helps the channel, helps us reach more people and get the word out to new hunters all across the country. So, what's the downside to these? Is there a downside? There is a downside, and that is that the paint, I don't know how well you can see it, starts to wear off on the toe, on this rubber part. If you start walking through real heavy stuff, when I look at mine, I don't know if you can see it, the lighting in the camera. Up here, the color's real good and dark, and down here, it's starting to get grayish, and you're starting to lose that camo. And I knew that would happen before I bought these. I read the reviews. My take on that was, I'm only going to wear these boots to the stand. I'm only going to wear them to sit and hunt deer. I'm never going to go hiking or scouting or covering any distance in these. These are my coldest weather, sit and do nothing boots. And that's how I started to use them. Except they were so comfortable and so easy. I never thought I could walk a mile in these. And then after walking, 5 and 10 miles in these, I was just like, why ever wear anything else? So I wore these boots through the thickest, nastiest, jaggerest, brushiest garbage you could ever walk through. I'd put these boots on and go to the deer stand, sure. I put these boots on and hike around scouting for deer. I put these boots on and I would drag the sled of stuff out to the pond in order to hunt ducks, and I'd drag it back, and then I'd go and I'd go scouting and jump hunting and just walk along the stream and the lakes and just cover ground through super thick, dense stuff till you couldn't walk anymore. And yeah, it started to wear some of that color off a little bit, but you know what? I don't even care at this point. These have performed so well for me. I appreciate them so much. And I don't know that little less darkness of camo is going to matter. You could always repaint this black or dark brown or anything, if that's an issue for you. Other than that, they have suffered no wear. Nothing has punctured these. Nothing has scratched these. Nothing has cut these. They're super heavy duty, except for that paint right around here. So that was not a deal breaker for me, and with as good as they've been, it's not a deal breaker now. But that's my review on the Muck Arctic Pro boots. They come in different colors, black, brown, all sorts of different things. I got mine on sale on Amazon, but I've seen big box stores have them at low prices, especially right before the hunting season and after the hunting season. So if you're looking for a boot that's like these, I'd recommend it. Now, let me tell you this. I never got to try this boot on. I went to stores. No one had the Arctic Pro, this one. So I tried on some other Muck boots. I don't even remember which ones, maybe the Wetlands and some others to see what size I liked. And I figured from trying those ones on, the 11 was good. And I figured all Muck boots would probably fit about the same. That was my gamble. I don't know if they all fit the same, but these ones fit the same. So I tried on a different pair of Mucks in the store. Those fit good. They were insulated. And then I got these ones and they fit just the same. Perfect. So till next time, I appreciate you guys. God bless you and go get them in the woods.